Joined by head coach Shannon Smith, Jill Mayer, and Britton Altamare. Coach, your thoughts on today's game?
Sloppy, but I thought the team in general did a good job at staying tough, staying mentally tough, and staying focused, especially in the overtime, and never giving up. I think that's where their credit is due, definitely. I think it's building character for us, but we need to figure out how to not come out slow and flat. We got to figure out how to put a full 60 minutes together in the game. I want to give credit to Abby Wilson. I thought she did an unbelievable job marking up Addie Riley. She had 9 points in their last game, and she had 0 points in this game. So I thought Abby Wilson did a great job at doing the job that we tasked her to do. Defensively was tough. Kelsey came up with some big saves at the end, but we need to figure it out offensively and how to put it together.
Questions?
Jill, can you talk about after running around the cold for 2 hours, how important it was to get into overtime, get in position to win the game?
I think that everyone on the team had the mindset going into it that we were going to win, and when we were tied at the end of the game, the overtime was the same mentality. We just went out for that 6 minutes, and I don't think there was a doubt in anyone's mind that we were going to win. And cold, rain, snow, sun. We played our hearts out at the end to capture the win.
Even though this is the second time you down 4-0 the other game and 3-0 here, is it when you're on the field? Is it a little disillusioning when that happens? It's almost like before you can look up, you're down 3 goals.
To be honest, I didn't even know that until you just said it. But I really think we just those 3 goals went in. We defensive huddle, we said no more goals, We knew that the attack had to hold it and help our defenders because it was on that defensive end for that whole time, and we really just needed to get the ball, and we got the draw, and then we got our goal, and we slowly just started chipping away. But I don't think that we were really focused on that scoreboard, and especially coming out of halftime, it was a new half, it was a new game, and we knew that we weren't playing how we were supposed to be playing, and we needed to make a change.
Britton, can you take us through that final offensive possession where you got that goal?
Well, we were running one of our plays where Emily Constantine and I work around the crease, and it was something that we had run all game and had been successful, had not been successful, but I think that, obviously it worked out in our favor, and our off-ball girls work their butts off to, give Emily and I the opportunity to score and get our assist in there. So I think it was just like a whole offense thing. We all worked together. They worked to keep their defenders occupied, and we worked to put the ball in the back of the net.
Britton, how about playing with a tall, just such a big target, Emily? You only have gotten to know her, I guess, for about 4 weeks. What has it been like for you trying to connect with her, and where do you think you are right now?
Well, it's still developing, but obviously Emily's a tremendous player, and she's really good at getting her stick up and getting those high balls that go over the goalie's head and go over the defender's sticks. So she's really fun to work with on the crease because she catches this ball, she puts them in the back of the net, and it's coming along. So I'm hoping we'll see a lot more of it.
And how about for you, just kind of working from behind a lot more this year than you were last year? Do you feel comfortable yet, or how much room for improvement do you think you kind of have in that range?
Well, I kind of stepped into that role a little bit in the fall, and like I said, with Emily and I, it's still developing, but I really like my position there, and obviously that's where Shannon played when she was playing, so she's able to help me out a little bit back there too.
Coach, you have a sophomore score the game-winning goal. Just how big is it to see some of your younger core players step up and make such big plays?
It's definitely huge to have our younger players stepping up in those positions and getting that experience. And I think that's a testament to our leadership that we have in our senior class, and just having that belief in those younger classmen. And for me, it doesn't matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. I'm going to trust any one of you on the field in any position that I'm going to put you in, and that's something I really instill in them. And that's one thing I told Britton at the end of the game. I know she had some lopsided things going back there with Emily, but I was like, this is what we're running it, and we're going to stick with it. We're going to live and die by it, and I trust that you're going to do what you have to do back there with it.
Coach Shelby Milne, Missy Alfano, both still young, playing in that position. How do you think they played defensively today?
They played really tough. They're going to have mistakes, but I think overall their mental toughness and what they have to do, they do an incredible job at it. Lindsay came up with that huge interception with us there at the end of the game in the overtime, and I just see the growth of their play. every day is tremendous. They get better and better, and it's really exciting for us to have such a young defense. You know, we have, this game we had two sophomores, 2 freshmen, and a goalie who's a sophomore. So the whole entire defense is underclassmen, so it's going to be fun to watch them grow, and I believe that's the strongest part of our team right now.
Julia Reamer, 2 goals, strong again in last game on that right side where she comes across with a lefty shot. What is it that you like about her so much in that position?
She dodges hard and doesn't care what happens. You know, she makes a mistake, she doesn't care. She's dodging again, and I think that's something that she has. She's very mentally tough that way, and nothing really phases her. And I think she is very athletic, has incredible speed, and it's going to be fun. Like I said, she's a tremendous player and a great attacker, and it's going to be fun as we're trying to find the mix of how to make this attack really flow.
Now, it clears you held Fairfield 12 for 20. They were 16 for 16 in their last game. What was it that was able to play so aggressive and force them to cause the turnovers?
I think our attack does a very job as a whole, redefending extremely hard and really putting a lot of pressure. We ran 2 different rides, so every time down we were in a different ride, so that could have thrown them off a little bit with us being in 2 different rides throughout the game. But I think credit is to our attackers for riding really hard and for our middies really locking off on their girls and not allowing those easy passes.
You mentioned Kelsey coming up big, a couple times in that game. What did you feel about her game today?
Kelsey is a very unique goalie, and I think I would take her right now over anyone in the country in the goal, and I really believe in her. And she's a sophomore. She's only growing and getting better. She's very athletic, and she has her own way in the net, and I'm not going to change anything about her. She came up with some huge saves for us, and that's Kelsey. You know, she's very laid back. She's a funny kid. When I yelled at her, she laughed, and she just shrugs it right off, and I think that's the great thing about her. She had some huge clears for us, and she's a tremendous goalie, and it helps that she's a lefty.
Joe, true Fairfield 24 to 17. Just how important was it to stay aggressive throughout the whole game?
Yeah, I think that our mentality again is just to keep shooting, and even with those ones that weren't falling, a lot of them went wide. So for myself as a player, I love when that happens because 1, the goalie's scared, 2, the defense is on their toes, and 3, we just had a shot. So at least we're still attacking. And I think that all game we just kept trying to attack, and maybe those shots weren't falling, but it played out in the end, and we ended up winning. So,
Coach, has your halftime speech kind of been similar in the first 2 games, where I guess something either clicks or you guys get more comfortable offensively? Can you draw some parallels to maybe you did something from game 1 similar here and it worked again?
I was a little bit more fiery in this halftime than the first game, but I think just remaining calm and telling them the first half's over. We got to come back. This is a brand new half, brand new score, and you have to come out strong. And I told the defense to keep playing hard in what they were doing, and offensively we need to find out a way to click it. I don't think we ever did, but the few plays that we had to put in, and the people made their shots. So. Credit due to them there, but I think overall it was just still keep playing hard and being tough out there, and hopefully things will fall into place.
Thank you.